Hansen, wide open, right side, top of the key, got another three. So the Bulldogs living large from the three-point line. Halfway through the opening act, they lead 11-8. Left side to Mosier, he's open, left side, high, arcing three, rattled around, got it to go down. 20 seconds left in the quarter. A 9-0 run by the Tigerhawks. They lead 17-11. Mosier wide open for three, and he gets it from near the right corner. So they answer to go back up by 15, and here's another timeout by MFL Marmac. Tigerhawks lead 36-21, and they'll continue to work some clock. Here's Reister, deep three left side, 22 feet away. We're just taking open three there. Biggest lead of the night, 23 points. What a four-quarter performance from North Fayette Valley. They are the champions of the Upper Iowa Conference, and the Tigerhawks will go into the postseason undefeated. They defeat MFL Marmac by a final score of 72-45. The best high school basketball action is on KCTN. It's a Class 1A girls tournament opener tonight on KCTN. Central visits Edco. The Warrior girls enter the tournament on a 4-game slide against some very good competition. This young team feels it has made them ready for the postseason. For Edco, the Vikings have a winning record entering the postseason. It was a team that made a tournament run a season ago. This year's team is different, but they feel they may be able to do the same. The winner advances to face East Buchanan on Tuesday night. Central and Edco. The Chalk Talk for our girls tournament game next.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency. Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg and Elkader. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Edgewood Farm and Home. A little bit of country stoves and fireplaces. Lloyd Kelch Grain. Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi. Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. We begin the Chalk Talk for our tournament game. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach, her team finishing up the regular season 9-13. Dropped the regular season finale to Southwind in a close ball game, 35-28. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, Dan, I was very pleased with our defensive effort. I thought we did a really good job, obviously holding Southwind to 35 points on their own floor. We just offensively didn't find enough perimeter shooting that night. We only hit one three-pointer. struggled offensively in the fourth quarter. Took a lead into the fourth quarter, but failed to score more than one field goal that quarter.
All right, so now you guys look to rebound in this opening round of the tournament. Set the starting lineup for us tonight.
Yeah, we will have Briley Erickson as our point guard, along with Blair Scharf and Oakley Armstrong starting for us in the guard area, along with Katie Royer and Layla Emberton starting for us as posts.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, we primarily have gone to three freshmen. Natalia Singleton has come off the bench for us, as well as started for us. Peyton Standard and Maya Gregerson, along with we also have Ella Frieden and Lila Burns as freshmen, and then Raylan Conner as a sophomore.
All right, I know you played Edco earlier this season, dropped a 45-32 decision. What do you know about the Vikings?
Well, they've improved drastically since we've played them at that time the year back in December. They primarily have two kids inside that play really well for them, the Kirby girl and the Brisky girl, and then the Eggle Cedar girl can really shoot it from beyond the arc. So they've done a really good job with those three kids, focusing around them on the offensive end. So we need to limit their opportunities inside, as well as Eggle Cedar's ability to shoot the three.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then.
Well, it comes down to rebounding as well. They do a really good job on the offensive glass, so we need to make sure that we're getting boxed out on every shot. And something that's been limiting our offense is our turnovers. So we need to take care of the basketball and do a good job of executing on the offensive end.
All right, now let's talk about this team, a very young team. Do you like the progress you guys have made heading into the postseason?
Yeah, Dan, I think defensively we've done a really good job throwing a lot of things at these kids the last few weeks and trying to do things against some of the better teams in our conference. So I feel like we made some steps forward on the defensive end. Offensively, we've seen from time to time doing a good job on the offensive end. We just need to be more consistent and continue to work at that.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Yes, Central Girls Basketball Coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Woods Edge Golf Course, Shimley, Real Moments on Real Wood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Johnson's Restaurant and Reception Hall, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, and by Bacon Concrete in Postville. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls tournament game. We're joined by Edco basketball coach Steve Putz. Coach, your team finishing up the regular season with a winning record, 11-10. Picked up a conference win, beating Easton Valley 64-23. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, no, it was our last home regular season of the game where you want to play your best basketball at the end of the year like that, and the girls definitely came out, and we started out that game really well in that first quarter, only allowing 2 points. So that was a great way to get started. I mean, we really want to start emphasizing on our defensive side of things, where offensively we're starting to come along, where we've been starting to consistently get 3 to 4 girls scoring in double figures. So, yeah, it was a good team win, good way to wrap up the season with a dominant win over a conference rivalry.
Absolutely. Starters for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, starting tonight at the guards is Ava Hofer, McKenna Hofer. At the forward spot is Rachel Ecclescedar, Ellie Kirby, and rounding out with Lily Brisky.
All right, kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, coming off the bench tonight will be Addie Smelzer, Kendall Whitman, and Abigail Schilling.
All right, turning our attention to Central. I know you defeated them earlier this season, back in December. You won 45-32. What do you know about the Warriors?
Yeah, no, they're definitely kind of a well-balanced team. They're a young team, and they're a well-balanced team as far as who can score for them. So that's what just makes them a little bit, just got to prepare for the team in general, because either any of those 4 or 5 girls can have a shooting night for you, and being a young team, you just don't know who night it is for you. So we're just going to have to make sure we come in there and play good defense, get off to a good start. We just got to play a little bit better defense against them. And then from the first time we played them, we just didn't get going very fluently right away offensively. So we just definitely need to make sure we take care of the basketball and get a good offensive start tonight.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team.
Yeah, and obviously we need to make sure we take care of the basketball. I'd like to have under 15 turnovers tonight. I mean, anytime you can keep your turnovers down, you win ball games. And then also we just got to make sure we rebound the basketball. Rebounding the basketball is going to be a big deal tonight to not give them second chance points.
All right, now obviously this is a different team than a season ago. Do you like the progress your kids have made so far this season?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, this team has vastly improved from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Just kind of a little bit of a rebuilding year. New kids having played different roles kind of made Ellie Kirby and Lily Brisky move more from a guard forward spot to more of that 4 or 5 spot this year. So they had new roles, and then bringing in a couple freshmen that had to play a lot of minutes and start, and just kind of working a lot of new girls this year from last year, and they've improved a ton this year. And I mean, and being in a tough conference that we're in and had to battle in, I mean, we competed with every team every night out. So, yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at this point.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, yep, thanks, Dan.
Edco basketball coach Steve Putz on his Viking program. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The Brim Coffee House in Elkader is a proud sponsor of Central Elkader Sports. The Brim offers specialty coffees, a variety of baked goods and pastries, soups, salads, and sandwiches. Don't forget, we have the Brim apparel in store. Check out our Facebook page to see our weekly specials of soups and salads. The Brim Coffee House is located in downtown historic Elkader at 110 West Bridge Street, and watch for our new location in downtown McGregor.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Fenley's Irish Pub, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, and Carr Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barons along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to Edgewood in the start of the Class 1A Girls Tournament tonight on KCTN. It's the Edco Vikings and the Central Warriors. It is a rematch of a ball game that took place on December 16th as I'm joined by Coach Hammond.
Yeah, that game, Edco came out ahead on that game, and that was a 45-32 ball game. I know Central has gotten a little better. They've kind of figured out their identity a little bit better, but Edco has improved in that time as well and kind of hitting on all cylinders right now. So, interesting matchup here in Edgewood tonight.
All right, and the big story of this ball game is the youth of Central in their first ever tournament. The other big story is for Edco, a team that made a tournament run a season ago, but a different team than a season ago.
They are. They've got Boriski leading the way for them scoring points, but they've got some younger guards and some inexperience in that position, so any kind of pressure could, throw things off. But you've also got that senior leadership in Ellie Kirby just kind of settling everything down. So I'll be curious to see how they come out and attack this
Central
game.
Comes in 9-13, dropped their regular season finale to Southwind 35-28. This is a team that doesn't have a double-digit score, but they've got lots of girls contributing. Blair Scharf at 8.1 points a ball game. Layla Embrinson also at 8.1 points a ball game. They're going to look to see if they can get some inside game going tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to attack things on the inside, and I think they want to attack Boriski especially because she's such a force on both ends of the court. If they can get her maybe in foul trouble or get her out of position and get those fouls, I think they like their chances there. It also opens up the outside shooters.
Yeah, Katie Royer and also Riley Erickson average over 6 points a ball game for Central, but tonight they're going to need some of those girls to get into double figures tonight. It's a team that only averages 36.9 points a ball game, so they want to make this a half-court game.
Yeah, they want to slow it down. They want to keep this game. I would say if they can keep it in the low 40s, they're going to have to shoot well, but I think they're going to have a better chance.
All right, for Edco, 11-10. They are the fifth-place team in the Tri-Rivers West. By the way, the four teams ahead of them are all ranked. Yeah. So this is a team much better than their record.
Well, and it's interesting to see how this all shakes out because I watched them play Marquette, who is undefeated on the other side of the conference, and they handled them. So this is a good ball club playing in a really tough division in this Tri-Rivers League. So they know that they can play with people, but they also know they have their weaknesses at times, and they just need to go out and make sure they put it all together.
Lily Boriski, who played guard last year, is their leading scorer in the post. She averages over 21 points and 10 rebounds on her way to likely first team in the Tri-Rivers West.
Yeah, and Ellie Kirby right there, the senior, she's averaging 12.8 points and 7.8 rebounds, so she's averaging almost a double-double as well. And Rachel Egelceder's putting in 9 points, 4 rebounds, so she's right there. I think they want to look to her and Hofer to also add some points to make sure this is a secure win for them.
And really, since the break, they've been getting 3 girls in double figures. That's been the difference for this Edco team.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, turnover is going to be a key for Central in this ball game tonight. Likely to see some pressure.
Yeah, they got to handle that pressure. They're going to have to shoot and rebound well, obviously, but I think defending the paint with Boriski and Kirby is going to be important for the Warriors tonight.
All right, now also for Edco in this ball game, good start, important to them.
I think so. They want to attack. They want to get to the free throw line. But they also want some ball pressure. You know, they're going to force Central to handle it. They've struggled with that throughout the year. And I think they need to rebound. They've got the height advantage with Boriski, but with Embertson and, you know, some of the posts that they have, Scharf goes in there. She does a good job rebounding. Edco's going to have to box out and rebound well tonight.
All right, we start the tournament without a cordless microphone tonight. Power a shot on the unit. So we're going to have to do the starting lineups just the old-style way.
We will.
We miss Mike Jackson, a great public address announcer here at Edgewood-Colesburg for this ball game tonight. Warriors wearing their away red tops and bottoms, Central in white, Edco, white tops and bottoms, Edco there in black, followed by the yellow trim. So we get to the starting lineups here, and as we mentioned, these two teams played about 2 months ago now, believe it or not.
It's been a while, yeah, it's been a while.
So both teams figure they are much better for this matchup tonight. As Central and Edco, the winner of this ball game goes to East Buchanan on Tuesday night in round number 2. That's a 1A quarterfinal. We'll be there Tuesday night at East Buck, and regardless who wins this game tonight.
Either way, we're going to be over there in Withrop to see that East Buchanan game.
Here's the starting lineup. First off for Central, Oakley Armstrong, a 5'4" junior, starting at a guard. For Edco, it's their leading scorer, Lily Boriski, a 5'8" junior. For Central, starting at a guard is number 3, Briley Erickson. She is a 5'2" sophomore. Also starting for Edco at a guard is number 12, and that is Ava Hofer. She is a freshman who's played well with that youth. Meanwhile, another freshman starts for Central. Blair Scharf, a 5'9" freshman, starts at the post spot, plays some guard as well. Ellie Kirby, second leading scorer for Edco. She's a 5'8" senior, being introduced, one of the key members back from last year's team. The post is Layla Embrenson, a 5'11" junior, playing with a face mask tonight due to a busted nose. Starting for Edco is Rachel Egelceder. She is a 5'9" junior. Running up the starting lineup for Central is number 20, Katie Royer, a 5'8" junior, and for Edco, it's McKenna Hofer, a 5'3" junior. Starting lineups now ready to go here after this with the opening action with Central and Edco in the 1A tournament.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader or call 563-245-2366.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, CJ Moyna & Sons, TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by Furniture Showcase in Olwine.
Not a bad crowd on hand. Edco's got quite a strong following. The Central side starting to fill up here. The Warriors, as we mentioned, a very young team. This is a team that has a total of 6 freshmen on their roster, and this will be their first tournament experience. Scharf to jump it up for Central, and it will be Boriski to jump it up for Edco. So we're ready to go with the start of the Class 1A tournament tonight here on KCTN FM 100. And again, ready to fire things away. 7 o'clock start. Let's get right to it. At 6:59, the tip officially goes. Boriski into the backcourt to Hofer. This game is underway. Ava Hofer into the offensive end. Back to McKenna Hofer on top. Central defensively comes out here, and it appears to me, looks like they're playing here almost a triangle in 2.
Triangle 2,
yeah.
Yep.
Right side, it is Ava Hofer. Right baseline for 17 feet away. Shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Central. Meanwhile, they get it to Royer. Royer steps around the block, gets the defender to go by, and the Warriors score a basket in transition to start first.
And they like doing that when they can, but they have to understand when they don't have numbers. But that time, finding Royer was a great find there.
They are running Blair Scharf guarding Boriski, and also there, Embrenson is guarding Enkelceder. Otherwise, there's lots of help in the lane area. McKenna Hofer has the ball knocked away, but able to track it down top of the key. Back right side to Hofer. Left side, that's Ava Hofer. 15-footer, aired it long. Closer to 12 feet away. Shot is no good, and Central gets the rebound. Erickson back in the offensive end. And they work it right side now here with Armstrong. As far as defensively, it appears it's a 2-3 zone by Edco. Meanwhile, they throw the ball away. Central does rather, as Ava Hofer gets a pass from, running out of bounds was Boriski, who saved it on the far sideline, flipped it back into play, but we end up having a jump ball as they are tied up trying to get the ball.
Well, that was a tipped ball, and Boriski with those long arms able to save it, and I don't think anybody expected it, so it was a scramble, but we ended up with a jump ball, give it back to the Warriors here.
And to right side, they get it on top. Scharf left wing area now with Erickson. Erickson gets it back to Armstrong, right side to Scharf on the right wing. Again, the 2-3 zone, certainly for Edco here. Baseline Royer in the lane to Embrenson. Swings it left side to Armstrong. Armstrong takes a step to the right, fires up a three-pointer. It's off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. And the rebound pulled down off the right side by, once again, Boriski, who tries to bring it in the offensive end, actually dribbled it off a foot of a Warrior, but it's picked up at the top of the key by Ava Hofer. So 2 minutes in, Ellie Kirby drives left side, double teamed, and as she drives in, a reach-in foul committed by the Warriors. That's our first whistle of the ball game.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Warrior defense. I think they are playing girl to girl, and Oakley Armstrong is just playing off of Ava Hofer. She's playing in the middle of the lane. She is the help girl. Everybody else is just kind of playing off. Briley Erickson playing way off of McKenna Hofer as well.
And inbounds, they get it to Boriski. Boriski brings it to the elbow, takes a tough contested 8-foot shot in the lane. It is no good. Kirby gets the rebound, and she's fouled on the floor for the second foul. Ellie Kirby averages 12 points a ball game. But what is forgotten is she averages nearly 8 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and those are the kind of rebounds that she'll get. Those offensive rebounds, those putbacks, just saving a possession for the Vikings.
Ava Hofer takes it inbounds, gets it to Boriski in the corner, and again, a lot of attention to her immediately. Back over on top now with Ava Hofer to McKenna Hofer. Back over top of the key. Ava Hofer right side, and we've got a 3-second violation, and that may be on Boriski trying to post up in the lane.
Yeah, I think they're guarding 3 girls. And what it looks like to me is Armstrong and Erickson are just shading off the Hofer sisters and just helping in the lane, stepping out if they get the ball. But they're daring those 2 to beat them tonight.
So back over in the offensive end. Central on top. Again, no full court pressure from Edco here early. Meanwhile, Armstrong trying to go on top, trying to look at Embretson at the top of the free throw line, but that pass is errant and goes into the hands of the Vikings with Hofer. Ava Hofer goes baseline to Boriski, deflected out of there. That ball will go out of bounds in the corner near side, and it will be Edco taking it out of bounds off the right side of the basket.
And we've got some other games we're watching tonight, Dan. We've got Clayton Ridge at Key High.
Should get an update on that ball game tonight.
And Starmont is at Clarksville tonight.
Hope to get you a final score on that ball game tonight. Ava Hofer, baseline, 15 feet away to Boriski on the right block, gets by 2 defenders, banks it up and in. Again, a lot of attention, but Boriski slides right through it, and the Vikings on the board.
Yeah, just a double team and stepped right through that, so did a nice job of handling the pressure.
Armstrong, left side. They reverse it back out on top to Scharf. Right wing to Erickson. Erickson, free throw line. Embretson, open 8 feet away, nails it. Just slid into the lane there, closer to 12 feet away. 4-2, the Warriors the early lead.
Emerson's really come on strong this year, coming into her own, being able to hit that 8-10 foot shot and be a nice post for the Warriors.
And Ava Hofer, top of the key, left side to Kirby, posting up on the block, but Royer fronting, knocks the ball away, and then the rebound, the loose ball, goes out of bounds in the far corner. It stays down here with the Vikings. So we're seeing Kirby and Boriski in the lane as we expected.
Yeah, trying to get the ball to them, but that they've got that other girl just right there ready to help. So it's been tough going getting that ball into the post.
And they'll take it off the left side, inbounds to Boriski again. Ava Hofer, left side for three. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound deflected out of there and goes into the hands of Royer. Royer back to Armstrong, tracks it down near center court, but stepped out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. And that is a turnover after Central did a good job securing the rebound.
Yeah, they're doing a much better job of, boxing out, limiting those second chance opportunities, but then just to turn it over on the transition, they need every one of those possessions.
Eckelceder on top to Ava Hofer. Left side, it is again Kirby who drives, pulls back, 12 feet away, left wing, nails the jump shot. She did that off the dribble, in the game now tied at 4.
And she might have to do more of that instead of the set shot, use that dribble to get open.
And here is Armstrong in the offensive end, knocked away by McKenna Hofer, baseline to Embretson. Embretson has it knocked away by Kirby. We mentioned the Vikings playing 2-3 zone, but they will be very active out of that zone.
Very aggressive, taking away passing lanes best they can and trying to keep that ball perimeter oriented.
On top, Scharf, right side to Royer. Royer in the deep right corner, and she'll bring it on top there to, once again, Erickson. Left side, Armstrong, step behind the arc for 3, long off the right side of the rim. Boriski clears the rebound, and again, the Vikings want to run. Boriski back over right side, McKenna Hofer, wide open right side for 3, got it! In transition, the Vikings lead 7-4, their first lead of the night at the 4-minute mark.
And that's a good sign for them, McKenna Hofer hitting that big shot.
And back offensively, the Warriors on top to Scharf. Hofer went for the steal, McKenna did, but came up empty. Erickson drives baseline, double teamed and traveled with the basketball. Little indecision. Was she going to shoot outside the lane or look to pull it back up, and kind of did both?
And good help defense there by the Vikings. Just gave her that indecision to force that turnover.
Central again will fall back into that triangle in 2. And across the timeline, it is again Ava Hofer. Left side to Kirby. Kirby with it now. Back over to Boriski. And again, she's able to get by her defenders. Drives to the left block. The shot no good. Just left it long. Did a good job freeing herself up. And Scharf clears the rebound off the left. Armstrong back in the offensive end to Embretson. Embretson left side to Royer. Back over to Erickson. Left side open for 3. Got it! And the Warriors answer. We're knotted at 7 now.
Yeah, big shot there by Briley Erickson. It's nice to see her get started early because sometimes, she has a hard time finding those shots.
And the Warriors are a team that only shoots 25% from the three-point line, but they have no problem taking those threes and hitting one here early. So McKenna Hofer on top, Ava Hofer. Wide open, right side, top of the key for 3. Aired it out. It was off to the left. It is no good. They are daring Ava Hofer to shoot. And again, she's getting some good looks at the basket, but just long on that shot.
And she's a good enough shooter that she can take that shot, but she has to shoot it with confidence. And I think she's hesitating because nobody's flying out on her, and she doesn't realize, I just got to step up and shoot the ball.
Our first substitutions of the night for Central. Number 22, Peyton Stannard, a 5-foot freshman into the ball game. And also in there as well is Natalia Singleton, a 5'10 freshman. Royer has the ball on top, knocked away by Ava Hofer, but it goes out of bounds at center court on the near side. And the Warriors will take it there, tied at 7 here.
And you can see both coaches saying, take care of that ball, get that thing tight, get it up to the chin.
Here's a change for Edco defensively, 1-3-1 by the way. Left side to Erickson. Erickson in the corner, drives, pulls up, shot blocked by Kirby, out of bounds. Good recovery by Kirby after giving up the baseline on the drive, and the Vikings will take it off the left side of the basket.
Reset for the Warriors here. They're going to try to get a score. Always have nice out-of-bounds plays, but got to look to score here.
Scharf to Erickson, wide open again. Left side for 3, off the side of the rim. It is long. Boriski loses the rebound, picked up by Singleton, and she's quickly tied up. Brought the ball down and tied up by Eckelceder. Vikings will get it on the possession arrow.
Yeah, just Singleton got a nice rebound there, but didn't know what she wanted to do with it, and it got tied up.
And inbounds, Ava Hofer tried to inbounds to herself. She took it out of bounds, flipped it in, and then went and got the basketball. That's a young freshman right there.
Well, and I'm sure they do that all the time when they scrimmage. We'll just take it out to ourselves, but nobody was coming back. She just flipped it over. That'll go down as a turnover.
And inbounds to Stannard, so the Warriors get a break. Left side to Royer. Royer to Scharf. Scharf looking on the left wing now. Stops and goes back out on top. And it is again Erickson. Erickson, top of the key, ran into trouble in a reach-in foul committed by the Vikings. It appears the Vikings here, more of the 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they're just cheating the top a little bit with those two guards. The top guard is taking the ball. The other one's kind of taking the lane, and they're just kind of switching off there.
Ava Hofer with her McKenna Hofer with her first foul checks out. Into the game is number 42, Kendall Whitman. She is a 5'8 sophomore. Meanwhile, Royer checks out for the Warriors, and Oakley Armstrong back into the ball game. 2:23 left in the opening act. We're tied at 7. Good start for the Warriors in this ball game. Armstrong right side and try to go to Stannard, and she does get it. Brings it to inside with a lot of traffic. Left side to Erickson on the wing. Able to get onto that traffic. Right side, Armstrong open. Right side for 3. Well long. Banked to the left. Missed the rim. And Eckelsteeder gets the rebound for the Vikings.
And Armstrong needs to hit one early to get into the scoring column.
Kirby wide open. Left side fires up the 3 off the heel of the rim. Rebound kicks to the right. It's picked up by Singleton. Warriors doing a pretty good job on the glass right now in the defensive end. Left side back to Erickson. Erickson with it here, and she'll bring it back out on top. And Stannard has it right side. Erickson covered, tries to go to Scharf. Pass thrown behind her, but she tracks it down at the top of the key. Back right side to Erickson. Erickson picked up right away. Is good defense there by Boriski. Erickson in the corner trying to get the pass out of traffic. It's picked up by Ava Hofer, who stumbles to the court but kept her pivot foot and saves it back to Boriski. Edko with a steal. Eckelsteeder, first shot, right side for 3. It is short off the side of the rim, and Kirby had established inbounds rebounding position inside and draws the foul as the Warriors climbed over the back.
Yeah, that was Oakley Armstrong out of position, just tried to reach over the top and made a lot of contact. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Central.
And substitution, Singleton checks out for the Warriors, and Embretson comes right back in. Inbounds to Kirby. Kirby along the baseline, brings it over to Boriski on the right wing. Boriski, guarded by Scharf, brings it to the middle of the lane, drives in, and a reach-in foul, and they're going to say she was going up for the shot as Erickson there on the help defense and committed the reach-in.
Yeah, just came over on the help defense and went for the ball, but just got a lot of arm and came down hard on that. That's going to get that call. So Brisky's going to go to the free throw line.
And our official figured she was on her way up for the shot. 2nd foul, by the way, on Briley Erickson. So the free throw on its way by Boriski, and that free throw is no good. She'll get another opportunity. Edco, as a team shooting nearly 60% from the free throw line. Central, which gets to the line as much as anybody in the conference, only shooting 45%. So part of that, obviously, youth.
Yeah, and look, both of these have similar attempts on the season.
And the second free throw there, it is good. It's 8-7, Edco in the lead. Boriski, by the way, has been to the free throw line 142 times this season. And add a couple more to that. So left side, back out on top with Armstrong. Armstrong to Stannard, who drives in the lane, passes it to Embretson, back left side to Armstrong. Armstrong right side to Blair Scharf. She drives right baseline, takes a step back, 17-footer, nails it. Swished it through, 9-8. Central retakes the lead.
Yeah, good-looking shot there by Blair Scharf. Just step back and put the ball through. So right back in it here. Central takes the lead.
Ava Hofer into the offensive end. 40 seconds left in the opening quarter. And Kirby back out on top to Ava Hofer. Right side, Eckelsteeder. Eckelsteeder brings it baseline, tries to throw it in the lane, knocked away by Royer, who just came back in, and it's a steal by the Warriors. Royer tried to get it ahead of the pack there on the feed from Armstrong. Back left side to Stannard. On the wing, 17-footer, short, grazed the side of the rim, and Kirby gets the rebound in transition. I think the Warriors would realize that shot's always going to be there and better look next time down.
Well, we talked about them being patient and keeping this low scoring. That was a chance for them to work the offense.
10 seconds left in the quarter. Edco to work for the final shot. Whitman left wing back over to Kirby. Kirby 25 feet away. Grazes the front of the rim. The shot is short and the opening quarter comes to an end. We've played one here in Edgewood. Central the early lead at 9-8. Let's take this time out.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at GuttenbergHospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at RivalsInc.com.
Central, the early lead, 9-8 at the end of one. What was our shooting in the opening quarter?
For the Warriors, they were 4 of 10, 1 of 5 behind the arc, did not shoot any free throws in that first quarter. For the Vikings, they were 3 of 11. They were 1 of 5 behind the arc as well, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Turnovers, 4 for Central, 3 for Edco, so no real concerns right there so far.
All right, now the big story is if you're Edco, what do you do here to handle this triangle in two?
Well, I think you need to attack it. I think, Ava Hofert and McKenna Hofert hit that 3, but they need to attack these girls who are just playing off of them, make them come guard you. That's going to open that back up, and you'll take your chances with a 15-footer, 12-footer over those three-pointers because you're just not that good of a three-point shooting team.
By the way, this is a 1-3-1 by Edco, by the way. So they've switched it up a little bit, 2-3 to 1-3-1. And Scharf to take it out at center court. Scharf, Armstrong, Stannard, Royer, and Embrinson out there for the Warriors with possession. It is Eva Hofer, McKenna Hofer. Also out there as well is Bariski, Kirby, and Eckelceder. They run a backdoor screen trying to go to Scharf, but a 3-second violation. A set play run by the Warriors as they set a screen on the weak side, threw it over the top from the right wing, but they had set too long in the lane.
Well drawn up play, but that screen had to stand there way too long for that to develop.
So Edco back in the offensive end with Bariski now handling the ball on top. And now we've got a foul, and this is a moving screen. This is on Edco, and the foul committed by Eva Hofer setting a screen at the top of the key.
Well, you can see how they changed it up. They put the ball in Bariski's hands, and they had Eva Hofer come set that ball screen, but set a little hard and moved with it, so they're going to say, nope, that's a block. Give the ball back to the Warriors.
Armstrong right side to Stannard. Stannard on top to Scharf. Scharf back over left wing now to, again, Armstrong. Armstrong, high post area, Royer, right side to Scharf. She's got the baseline, drives in, shot blocked by Eckelceder on the help-out defense. Got a step by Bariski, had a lane to the basket, and the Vikings quickly close the gap.
Yeah, great help defense there by Eckelceder to shut that down. Scharf's got a jump stop, shoot that over.
Scharf takes it out of bounds off the right side. Back out on top, they get it to Stannard. Stannard right side to Scharf. Open, right corner, fires up the 3, circled around, no good. Rebound pulled down by Eckelceder with a couple of Warriors right around her. So a minute just about here into our second quarter. Central, the pace of the game to their liking at 9-8. Bariski, crossover dribble, pulls up outside of the lane from 12 feet away. Nailed it. Stop and pop shot. Vikings go back up 10-9.
Just a change in mindset for Bariski, able to hit that mid-range jumper.
Royer able to drive in, loses the ball, but into the hands of Embritson. Her shot, it is up and in. Right place, right time. Embritson takes it up from the left side, and the Warriors answer 11-10.
Yeah, just trickled into her hands. Nice shot by Layla.
And Bariski brings it baseline, cut off, back over right side. Ava Hofer, right side for 3, aired it out short. It is no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it goes back to the Warriors. Substitution for Central. Stannard checks out. Briley Erickson comes in. Ava Hofer checks out for Edco, and they will bring back once again Kendall Whitman. Both these teams, you figure in this tournament game, bench is going to be shortened up a bit.
I think so. I think we've probably seen about as deep as they're going to go unless somebody gets in foul trouble.
Erickson, right side, left wide open, fires up the 3, got another one. So it's 14-10, Central in the lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, big shot there by Erickson. When she can hit and be a threat out there, that she garners some attention.
And driving in the lane, Bariski falling away, takes the shot up to the right. Kind of fading on that shot, but muscled it up and in. Vikings back within a bucket.
Yeah, dribbled through the defense there. Nice shot.
Armstrong, left side in the offensive end. Back out on top to Scharf. Scharf back left side to Armstrong. Armstrong in the corner to Embritson. Embritson puts it on the floor, drives by her defender, swings it right side. Scharf, right side, fires up the 3. The shot is short. Kirby loses the rebound into the hands of Armstrong, who misses the putback just underneath the rim off the left side. And the rebound comes to the Vikings, so unable to finish down low. Kirby on the right block takes a contested shot, but too strong. Whitman knocked the rebound out of bounds. Coming in over the top from the right side, it goes back to the Warriors.
You know, in the pregame, we talked a little bit about the youth of these two teams. The one senior on either one of these teams is Ellie Kirby for Edco. So a lot of these girls are going to be back next year. Similar teams once again.
Erickson, right side to Armstrong. Armstrong in the lane to Royer on the right block, double team, tried to go back over to the elbow to Embritson, but intercepted by McKenna Hofer, who dropped down defensively. Vikings back in the offensive end, and Bariski has it top of the key. Right side to Eckelceder. Eckelceder brings it baseline and has the ball knocked away by Armstrong off the right side. The Vikings having some success getting Kirby as well as Bariski getting to the basket on the drive.
Yeah, on the drive, off the dribble, pulling up for shots. I think that's maybe what they need to look to do more of if they want to look to keep attacking.
Inbounds, they try to get Boriski rolling to the basket on the left side. Tough pass by Eccleseder. It's knocked out of bounds by Central as she had worked that pass right into a double team. So Eccleseder will take it off the left side of the basket. Back out on top to, once again, Kirby. Left corner. That's Eccleseder. Deep three. It is well long. McKenna Hofer the rebound back to Kirby, who loses it on the floor. And there's a foul. And this is going to be on Central. They say Kirby got knocked to the floor. And the foul committed against the Warriors. That's their first whistle here in the second.
Yeah, they're going to give this, I think, against Royer and bumped her to the ground. So give the ball back to the Vikings here. But Vikings having a hard time getting the ball inbounds to the girls that they want to get that shot off.
Yeah, the contested plays. They've tried to run out of the inbounds. Well contested. Hofer inbounds to Whitman near the far right corner. In the lane, Boriski gets it by Scharf. Post-up shot. It is up. It is in. Foul. Count the basket. And Boriski that time was one-on-one.
Yeah, and when she's there, she can elevate, shoot over you. She's got a lot of post moves. She can get around you. She is a tough girl to guard inside the post one-on-one, and that's why the help defense needs to be there a little quicker for Central.
So Boriski has a chance to finish off the three-point play and give the Vikings back the lead. The free throw is long, no good. Rebound, Kirby got a hand on it, but it's deflected away and picked up off the left side by Scharf. So the Warriors back in the offensive end. Right side, Erickson has it on the right wing. Royer along the baseline, but an errant pass. It was thrown a bit behind her. She couldn't haul it in, and the ball turned over back to the Vikings. Kirby, left side to Boriski. Boriski drives in, pulls up, middle of the lane, 12-footer, rattled around, got it to stay down. 6-0 spurt by the Vikings. They're up by 2.
Yeah, and 8 points this quarter by Boriski, so she's starting to heat up and find a rhythm.
And again, she's done it in a variety of ways, but still around the lane. Armstrong underneath the basket. Royer wide open on the 1-3-1, but the shot goes in and out from the right block. Touched every part of the rim and went out on her. Kirby back in the offensive end. A great look. Kirby open left side, fires up the three, grazes the front of the rim. The shot is short. Boriski the rebound, tries to go up for the putback and is fouled in the double team. So even though the Vikings missed the three, Boriski an offensive rebound, back to the charity stripe for a pair.
Yeah, she's going to get a couple more chances here, but I believe if that's on Royer, is that her third or only her second foul?
Well, we'll find out. It's her second.
Second foul.
The third, though, on Central this second quarter. Edco's only committed 1. Edco's only committed 2 fouls as a team so far.
Yeah, they've played really clean.
Boriski's free throw, it is short off the front of the rim. We mentioned Boriski's been to the free throw line 100 the times here, 140 plus on the season. And again, heading back to the charity stripe here as 142. She's a 63% free throw shooter. By the way, we've got a timeout. 4:11 left in the half. 16-14, Edco the lead.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
4:11 left here in our first half. Warriors take the first time out of this ball game. Edco leads 16-14, and again, getting their leading scorer involved in this game.
Well, and that's probably what the timeout was about, is to fine-tune, hey, what are we trying to do? Because right now Boriski's getting in the lane, and she's going one-on-one. That's not what Central wanted. They want to make sure there's always another girl there to help with her.
So Boriski to the free throw line as she missed the first one before the break, but makes the second one. 17-14, Edco in the lead at the halfway point here of our second quarter. And again, McKenna Hofer checked in during that timeout for Edco. Right side, Scharf, and also checking in, by the way, was Gregerson. And for Central, and that once again is Maya Gregerson, a 5'4 freshman. Left side, the ball knocked away as Central underneath the basket. Armstrong tried to flip it back towards the sideline, but an errant pass, and the Warriors turn it over.
And these missed opportunities where they don't even get a shot, got to be frustrating for Coach Wiley because he knows how important each possession is going to be in this game.
Left side, Hofer, and gets it on over to Kirby. Kirby off a pick right side. Stops the dribble, and she'll go baseline to McKenna Hofer. In the lane, that's again to Boriski. Puts it on the floor, drives in, pulls up, 6-foot leaner off the back of the rim. Left it long. Scharf gets the rebound underneath. Good straight-up defense there by the Warriors. Scharf then is tied up by McKenna Hofer, who snuck in from behind. And it gives it to the Vikings on the alternate possession rule.
That's going to go down as another turnover. The Warriors up to 9 turnovers now, 5 in this quarter alone. So those missed opportunities and lost possessions.
Right side, Enkelceder takes it out of bounds for the Vikings. And rolling to the basket left side is Kirby, but the pass is deflected away by Scharf. She read the inbounds play well. Gregerson picks up the loose basketball. Warriors turn him over. Back over is Erickson at the top of the key for Central, down by 3. Armstrong has it right side. Armstrong high post area. Embretson drives in. Her shot no good, but Kirby came up to challenge her and committed the foul. Now the Warriors want to get Layla Embretson involved in this ball game, and that's one of the few early looks she's had.
Well, and she can get that at the high post, and she's able to knock that shot down, but I think the Warriors want to attack those posts in Kirby and Bariski, try to maybe get them in foul trouble or get to the free throw line, knock down some shots.
Embretson's free throw, it is good. Stops the 7-0 Edco run. It's now 17-15. Warriors back within 2. Embretson wearing a mask since the last time we saw Central play.
Yeah, a couple of games ago, I guess she took an elbow to the nose and then practiced the next night, took another one, went to the doctor. Yeah, it's broke.
Second free throw, no good. Scharf got her hands on the rebound but cannot haul it in as Kirby and Scharf fought underneath the basket. It goes out of bounds and the ball will go back to the Vikings. So 1 of 2 made there by the Warriors. 17-15 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in our first half. McKenna Hofer to Bariski. Bariski by the volleyball line, brings it over right side, and in the lane looking for Kirby, deflected out of there by Scharf, and the loose ball picked up by Erickson. Forced the pass into traffic. Erickson ahead to Embretson ahead of the pack, but she has to track it down, then brings it back over on top. A good job saving the possession. Gregerson left wing, and has the ball knocked away by McKenna Hofer. It's picked up by Enkelceder, and McKenna Hofer, very active, gets another steal. So Enkelceder in the backcourt, able to lunch it ahead to Bariski, and they're back into the offensive end. Bariski, top of the key, drives in, and there is a foul, and this may be on the Warriors. And a reach in, perhaps, or a little nudge?
I think a little nudge there. She was trying to attack the basket, and I think this is on Embretson. I think this is her first foul.
So this is the 4th foul committed by the Warriors. So the Vikings will be in the bonus, the final 2:34. Scharf checks out. Into the game is Royer, back in there for the Warriors. Enkelceder again to take it out of bounds off the right side. In the corner, tried to go to Kirby, deflected out of there by Royer, and they say it goes off the hands of Edco. Our officials are going to look at each other and say, no, you got the call? Let's give it to Edco.
Yeah, I think it's going to stay down here. I think that ball was definitely tipped by Royer. But they looked at each other, made sure they knew what page they were on.
And it will be Enkelceder, inbounds to Kirby, double-teamed, has to go back out on top to McKenna Hofer. Right side back to Enkelceder, who drives along the baseline, pulls up, shovels it up with the right hand, 8 feet away, no good. Kirby, the offensive rebound, but misses the putback, and it is Whitman with the rebound. Her putback is no good, and Central clears the board off the left side. Back ahead of the pack is Embretson. Pulls up, 8 feet away, long from the shot on the right baseline area, banked it long to the left, and the rebound pulled down by Enkelceder.
Yeah, one and done for the Warriors. Edco had 3 chances at that last opportunity.
Brisky drives in, stripped out of there by Royer. It's a steal for the Warriors. Erickson, here again is Embretson ahead of the pack, catches it, drives in from the right side, shot no good, but fouled by Enkelceder, and Embretson to the free throw line, and she's been leaking down the court here and been open a few times in a row.
She has. Once that rebound's been secured, she's been just kind of floating down there, trying to find an open lane, and they've found her a couple of times, but you get her in transition and hit that pass, she's going to either put that in or have to go to the free throw line.
Embretson to the free throw line for 2. Free throw, it is short. She'll get another opportunity. Substitution standard into the game for the Warriors. Gregerson will check out. So a 2-point lead. Expect to get you an update on Clayton Ridge and Keyhigh. And the second free throw being eyed here now by Embretson. Embretson's free throw on its way, and it is good. So 1 of 2, 17-16 is the score. Hofer brings it across the timeline offensively for the Vikings. Bariski has it back out on top. Bariski, top of the key, left side to Whitman. Whitman on the left wing. Bariski at the elbow. Drives in, tries to take a shot with 3 Warriors around her, and Erickson called for reaching in. So Bariski just really forced things off the right side, but bailed out by contact. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, and that's going to be Briley Erickson's 3rd foul, and I don't think she meant to reach. I think she tried to stand still, but that awkward way that Bariski was kind of going up for the shot made a lot of contact there, and they called the foul on Erickson.
And the free throw, it is good by, again, Bariski. 18-16, even though Bariski, again, did not score, she's getting to the line, which lets you know she's been active.
Yeah, she has been. She's had a nice quarter here. I think kind of realized I got to find a different way to score. I can't just post up and attack that way.
And the second free throw being eyed by Boriski, trying to put the Vikings up by 3. Second free throw on its way. It is good. 19-16. Edco leads by 3. And Armstrong gets it on the inbounds. Ava Hofer, by the way, checked in for Whitman for the Vikings after the first free throw. Stannard, right side, stops the dribble at the top of the key. Back right side to Scharf. 90 seconds left in the half. Scharf, corner to Stannard on the right corner. And she'll bring it back over on top to Royer. Royer, left side to Embretson, throwing behind her. She'll track it down behind the three-point line. Baseline to Scharf in the left corner. Erickson has it on top, drives to the elbow. Nice feed down low to Royer. Shovels up the shot, but no good. And the rebound slapped out of bounds off the hands of the Vikings, and it stays down here. Royer knew with 2 Vikings around her, she had to be quick on the release.
Yeah, she got rid of that real fast, but I think the rush is what made it come off a little bit, and ball's going to go out of bounds. Let's get back to the Warriors on their own side.
Inbounds to Armstrong, left side to Embretson, in the corner to Blair Scharf. Scharf stops the dribble, brings it back out on top now here. Baseline to Embretson. 1:05 left here in the first half. Warriors being patient, and Coach Wiley has no problem with that. Royer has the ball go in and out of her hands, deflected right to Stannard, and back to Armstrong. Armstrong drives in, takes a step and a couple extra steps as she tried to get by Echo Cedar, who came out defensively, and the Warriors end up without a shot, turning it over.
Right idea there, trying to step through that, and we're going to have a timeout here by Edco.
53 seconds left in the half. Edco leads 19-16. Let's take this break.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hopfler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
19-16, Edco leads Central here. 53 seconds to go. Each team has used a timeout. We've been asked to pass along the tournament game tomorrow night with West Central and Clayton Ridge boys scheduled in Guttenberg. That game has officially been moved to Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock is when they'll play that. So we were scheduled to do that game tomorrow night. That won't be the case. We won't have that broadcast for you. But again, that's Clayton Ridge West Central boys tournament game in Guttenberg tomorrow night has been postponed and moved to Saturday at 4 o'clock.
And I'm sure that's just that impending storm, trying to stay ahead of things, hoping for better weather Saturday afternoon.
So back in the offensive end, Edco after their timeout, Ava Hofer stops the dribble at the volleyball line, goes right side on an errant pass to McKenna Hofer, and the loose ball picked up by the Warriors. Take a timeout, looking to run a set, and you turn it over. Scharf back in the offensive end, right side to Armstrong. Armstrong near the volleyball line, back out on top. Edco, by the way, 2-3 zone, and traveling with the basketball was Stannard on top. What did she do there?
She stepped before she put the ball down. There was no, change of direction or fake. She just started the feet, then put the ball down.
So back to Edco. Shot clock is off, by the way. Boriski on top to Ava Hofer. Hofer feeds it back to McKenna Hofer, back over to Boriski, guarded by Embretson, and takes a shot to the chest. Right side, Ava Hofer for 3, grazes the bottom of the rim. Shot is short. Rebound by Armstrong. Back ahead of the pack is Stannard. Stannard right side, Royer right wing for 3. Shot is no good, left it short. Scharf tracks down the rebound. 5 seconds left in the quarter, and a reach-in foul by Edco. Not so bad, only their 4th. 4.4 seconds to go here in the half.
You can see Layla Emberson still holding that stomach. Took a pretty good shot right to the midsection, but she's got to gut it out here for the last 4.4.
Second foul on McKenna Hofer. Inbounds to Stannard. You better hurry here. Left side to Armstrong. Armstrong traveled with the basketball. They don't get off a shot. McKenna Hofer close enough defensively there to cause Armstrong to move. 1.5 seconds left in the half. And the Vikings will have to go about 3/4 court here to try to get off a shot.
And look for them to possibly lob that in maybe to Boriski and see if she can turn and fire.
Inbounds, they get it to Ava Hofer, wide open, left side for 3, banks it long, and the first half comes to an end. Edco in the lead, 19-16 at the half. When we return, first half scores and stats as well, and we'll update you on scores when our halftime show gets underway after this.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner, supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
T&T Power Sports in Elkader has another exciting promotion for the month of February. Test drive a new Can-Am or pre-owned unit and receive a $5 coupon to use at Johnson's Restaurant in Elkader. In need of service work for your UTV or ATV? T&T Power Sports is offering free pickup and delivery within 50 miles for the month of February. For reliable and timely service, contact T&T Power Sports in Elkader at 563-245-1100 to schedule your appointment today.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank, we're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Edgewood Farm and Home, a little bit of country stoves and fireplaces, Lloyd Kelch Grain, Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont.
Edco leads Central at the half, 19-16 halftime score from Lansing. Keyhigh leads Clayton Ridge 44-14 at the half. A young Eagles team there facing a buzzsaw in Keyhigh tonight. It's a team that certainly is talented enough to make a run in the tournament. Warriors led 9-8 at the end of one. Vikings outscore them 11-7 in the second. Let's go through the first half totals, starting with Edco.
Yeah, Edco is led by Lily Brisky. She's got 14 points. She had all 11 points in the second quarter, so really came alive there in the second quarter. McKenna Holford, 3 points. Ellie Kirby, 2 points. There's their 19. They shot 28%, 1 of 10 behind the arc, 6 of 15 inside of it, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 67%, and 8 turnovers for the Vikings.
And part of that caused by the Central defense, running that triangle in two, because Edco's not a bad shooting team, over 37% on the season. Let's go to the totals now for Central.
For Central, they had two players with 6 points. Briley Erickson was 6, Layla Emberson was 6, Blair Scharf chipped in 2, Katie Royer chipped in 2, so there's their 16 points. They shot 30%. They were 2 of 9 behind the arc. That's 22%, 4 of 11 otherwise, and they were 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 50%. They're a little higher on the turnovers. They're sitting at 12 turnovers.
And part of that is what Edco has done defensively in the half court.
Yeah, Edco, turned up the juice a little bit on defense and had to retool their offense, and I don't know if Central adjusted to that as well as Edco adjusted to that first quarter. So both teams, I'm sure they're talking about some adjustments in the halftime here. A 3-point ball game, I think if you're Central, you're happy with where you're at, but you sure would like to have a couple more of those possessions back.
and going to have to in the second half if they're to hang in this ball game. Again, Edco won the regular season matchup 45-32, but we mentioned the pace of this ball game right now is to Central's liking. We talked about trying to keep that game if they can into the upper 30s, maybe get to the low 40s, and we're at that pace.
Yeah, and I think that's where they want this to end up. If they can get it there, they like their chances, but they're going to have to find some baskets. I think they're going to have to find some inside scoring to open up those outside shots.
So at the half, Edco leads Central 19-16. We'll take a break. We'll update you what's happening tournament-wise. We mentioned the Clayton Ridge West Central ball game tomorrow night postponed. We'll talk about that and more when our postgame show continues, our halftime show, I should say, continues after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people bottom line is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Woods Edge Golf Course, Shimley, Real Moments, Unreal Wood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Johnson's Restaurant and Reception Hall, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, and by Bacon Concrete in Postville.
At the half, 19-16, Edco leads Central here in this 1A tournament opener. Again, the winner goes to East Buchanan on Tuesday night. As we mentioned, we know we're going there Tuesday night, just a matter of who's going with us. Meanwhile, our tournament game tomorrow night has been postponed. The Clayton Ridge West Central boys game, that was our 1A tournament opener. That is postponed. They will now play that Saturday night at 4 o'clock. We've got the game Saturday night in Manchester with West Delaware taking on North Fayette Valley. So that's where we'll be on Saturday night. Again, the Chalk Talk at 6:30, game time 7 o'clock on KCTN FM 100, live video streamed on KCTN.com. Those are all the play-in games scheduled tomorrow night in Class 1A. And it's important they get those in on Saturday because those teams are supposed to play on Monday night right away.
That's the part that's difficult about that is, okay, they play that Saturday, and those teams who got a bye are waiting for, okay, who's playing in that playing game? Who won? That's who we play on Monday, so they want to practice against, what they're going to see there. So glad that they're being cautious, but it's unfortunate we're going to miss out on going to see the Clayton Ridge boys.
Yes, and the winner of that ball game goes to Don Bosco on Monday night. Don Bosco is the number 1 seed in that district. Clayton Ridge, the 8th seed. West Central, the 9th seed. But one of those teams going to get a tournament win and head on to Monday night. Meanwhile, Monday night, we're going to have the Edco boys here. Edco plays at Maquoketa Valley. Again, our Chalk Talk at 6:30, game time at 7 o'clock on KCTN FM 100, live video streamed on KCTN.com as well.
Yeah, down Delhi. They didn't play well against them the last time they saw them, and I know Edco wants to play a little bit better, but that Maquoketa Valley team's pretty tough. They've only got one senior on that team, too, so they're going to be good for next year as well.
A Edco team that lost their leading scorer and rebounder before Christmas, right around that time anyway, and they have continued to fight and battle this second half of the season.
They've been up and down and play well and then struggle, shoot well, don't defend. It's just they've been an up and down team, and hopefully they play their best game Monday night.
Central's basketball to start the second half. It will be Scharf along with Erickson. Also out there, Royer, Armstrong, and Embretson, I should say. Meanwhile, for Edco, it is Hofer, Ava, and McKenna. Also out there as well is Kirby, Eckelceder, and Beriski. Warriors with the basketball. Right side, Erickson has it on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Armstrong, who drives in, takes a tough 8-footer. Good straight-up defense by Kirby, but the ball ends up in the hands of Embretson as it was line drive underneath. Scharf back over right wing to Erickson. Erickson, left wing area now to Armstrong. Patience by the Warriors, but the shot clock is down to 8. Erickson, left side to Armstrong. Open, a step behind the arc, left side for 3, grazes the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Eckelceder able to get the rebound and is tied up by Royer, but the ball goes back to the Vikings on the alternate possession rule.
Yeah, Eckelceder just not strong with that right away, and Royer able to get a hand on that, so it's going to stay with the Vikings, but give the possession back to the Warriors now.
Neither team has run any type of full court pressure in this ball game, but that may change in this second half. Vikings run a 1-4 set. 4 girls across the free throw line extended. Right side, Kirby gets a lane to the basket, goes to the right block. Shot is no good, but she's fouled on the way up. So a little adjustment there for the Vikings on what they were trying to run first trip down the court.
Yeah, brought those posts up high at the free throw line along with the guards and ran that 4 cross set, and Kirby just chugging away, trying to get to the basket. It's going to get rewarded with some free throws.
Free throw, it is short. She'll get another opportunity. Central students, by the way, decked out tonight, many of them in Hawaiian-type shirts.
Hawaiian beachwear and a couple of bikinis over top of Under Armour.
Second free throw, it is no good, so Kirby comes up empty. Rebound by Embretson off the right. Meanwhile, the Viking student section has been on their feet all game long as well. Scharf, ball knocked away by McKenna Hofer as they extended the pressure. Eckelceder left side to Beriski, and she's bodied there by Armstrong. Foul is on the floor, but good recognition, realizing that Beriski has the size advantage down low to try to take that off the left side.
Yeah, Armstrong knew she was in a bad spot and wanted to keep her from getting that shot off. That's going to be her third, so she's going to go out. Looks like Maya Gregerson's going to come back in for the Warriors.
And Gregerson, that's one guard in for the other, as Ava Hofer checks it out of bounds a minute into our third quarter. Ava Hofer, problems getting in bounce, goes to Kirby though, double team, steps right through it, goes to the left side, banks it up and in. That's a heady move right there. 5-point lead for the Vikings. This is the biggest lead for either team tonight.
Yeah, this is big right here for the Warriors. Have a good possession, but more importantly, come away with points.
And again, here's full court pressure, but the Warriors beat the pressure. Erickson into the offensive end, pulls it back out on top to Embretson. Right side, Erickson wide open right side for 3. Shot is long off the left side of the rim. Kirby will let that ball go out of bounds in the far corner, and the ball goes back to the Vikings. We'll get a better look what Edco's doing defensively, but it looks to me Beriski's kind of playing lead on that pressure.
Well, we figured at some point both of these teams are going to force the guards to handle the ball and make them go full court. Kind of surprised it wasn't the Warriors doing it first.
Kirby at the elbow, drives in, one-on-one, pulls up, shot no good, but fouled by Royer. So all they're doing right now is getting the ball to the high post and then letting Kirby go one-on-one, or if it's Beriski.
Yeah, letting them go one-on-one, and right now they're getting to the rack, and the Warriors are just fouling them. They're just putting a foul on them. That's going to be Royer's third, so some foul concerns here for the Warriors.
Kirby's free throw, it is good, 22-16. Warriors led 14-10 in the second quarter. So again, they've been outscored 12-2 since that time. Second free throw being eyed by Kirby, and that free throw is good, makes them both, and it's 23-16. So the Vikings extending things here. It's 2-2-1 pressure, by the way, and back over left side it is Gregerson in the backcourt. Gregerson to Erickson. Erickson pushes it up into the sideline to Royer. Royer bounces it right side, trying to go to Scharf, but deflected out of bounds by Edco. So Central here, youth-wise, this is going to be a challenge handling this pressure.
It is. You know, Oakley Armstrong's on the bench with those 3 fouls, and you got young youth out there trying to handle. They're just going to have to figure it out.
Inbounds to Gregerson, on top to Erickson. By the way, the Warriors have also committed 3 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Erickson drives into the lane, shuffles the feet, goes right side to Scharf. She's open, right wing for 3. Got it to go down. 23-19. Warriors, their first basket of the half, and they certainly needed that.
That was a much-needed basket for them, and Vikings just didn't get a hand out there quick enough.
And back over. Ava Hofer to Boriski in the lane to Kirby. Kirby's fadeaway shot from the left block, no good, but fouled again, and it is Royer with the body. Every time they've gotten the ball into the lane with Kirby, she's drawn a foul.
And I think if that's fouls on Royer, I think that's her fourth.
So that, again, kind of handcuffs the Warriors a little bit more. Kirby's free throw on its way. It is good. Ellie Kirby, free throw-wise, by the way, over 60% on the season. As those 4 fouls, Royer checks out. Armstrong comes into the ball game, so you've got a couple of girls, and Royer and Armstrong to keep an eye on. Second free throw by Kirby. It is good. 25-19, Edco in the lead. Backcourt area, Armstrong. Armstrong back over there to Scharf, to Erickson now. Erickson in the backcourt with 3 Vikings back there. Gets it right side to Armstrong. They just get it across center court, but the ball deflected out of bounds by Boriski. And the Vikings have turned up the pressure here in the second half.
Boriski with those long arms and able to jump. Just going to squash that if you try to throw over the top. You got to be a little strong with the fake and a nice hard bounce pass.
Erickson by the volleyball line. Left side to Gregerson. Gregerson on the left wing. Brings it back right side. Erickson now on the right wing and thought about the 3 but not going to take it. Armstrong left side to Gregerson. Gregerson back over to Erickson. Erickson drives on the baseline, feeds it back to Armstrong, who near is the right corner, drives baseline, wraparound pass, nobody home. Looking for somebody there along the baseline, bounced it from right to left, and it sails out of bounds into the Warrior bench.
That's such a tough angle. You know, the Warriors getting themselves to the baseline and trying to get it back into play, but they're throwing it right down that line. There's just no ankle to make that tough pass.
And across the timeline, it is Ava Hofer. And again, Vikings go to the Boriski now to the right block, back over to McKenna Hofer, underneath Kirby, posted up again, middle of the lane, 8-foot shot, it is good. They've had no answer. It was, again, in the first half, Boriski all in the second quarter. It's been Kirby here in the third.
Yeah, she's had all their points, and she's doing a nice job of posting up and finishing.
And back offensively, Armstrong throws it away, intercepted by Boriski, who was coming back defensively. You may see a timeout coming here for the Warriors. McKenna Hofer, left side for 3, got it! And here comes that timeout. The Vikings suddenly up by 11 at 30-19. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Fenley's Irish Pub, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, and Carr Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com.
30-19, Edco in the lead. They start out the second half on an 11-3 run, and again, they are clicking on offense now.
They are. They've run in that 4-high set, and whichever post they give it to, they either go one-on-one or the opposite post has been dropping down, posting up, and Central has not had an answer for that. Edco is scoring at will.
So inbounds, Erickson throws it the length of the court over top of everybody to Armstrong, who picks it up and goes right side to Embretson. Embretson left side to Royer. Back in with 4 fouls, launches a 3 and got it, a step behind the arc. So you got to take a chance. The game's slipping away, and the Warriors back within 8.
And Katie Royer just needs to stay off of anybody who's trying to shoot. Let them have that. Don't foul, and see what happens here.
Ava Hofer over the top of the defense. Boriski misses the shot from the right block, gets the rebound. Putback is no good. Still after the ball on the floor, and it's lost away where it's picked up by Scharf and the Warriors. Boriski, couple of real good looks underneath. Scharf in the backcourt, tied up there, but there's a timeout, I believe, taken by Central. They did avoid the turnover. So with 3:56 left here in the half, in the third quarter rather, it's 30-22, second timeout taken by the Warriors.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
30-22, Edco in the lead. That timeout for the Warriors was to maintain possession as Scharf kind of hung out to dry in the backcourt with 3 Vikings hounding in.
Yeah, they were deep in their own backcourt and time taken away. That's a reset here. What are we going to do against this pressure, which now it looks like is more of a girl-to-girl pressure.
Backcourt area, Erickson gets it inbounds to Scharf, and they'll look to trap out of that. Scharf again surrounded by 3 Warriors or Vikings near, and then she brings it up the sideline, deflected out of bounds by Eccleston. This defensive pressure for Edco almost seems like it has helped them offensively get into a better flow.
It has a little step in, hop in their step, and that defense fueling their offense just a little bit.
Armstrong back out on top to Scharf. Scharf right side to Erickson. Erickson middle of the lane to Royer. Puts it on the floor, drives in, left-handed layup. Strong had a nice drive, just pushed it long, banked it, and the rebound pulled down there by Boriski. Again, it's one and done for the Warriors. 3.5 left in the third quarter. Ava Hofer to Eccleston. Eccleston again brings it to the free throw line. Left side to McKenna Hofer. Boriski on the left block. Immediately double teamed. Steps away. Takes a fadeaway 10-footer off the front of the rim. But Kirby gets the rebound. She brings it left side and banks it too strong from off the left block. And the rebound pulled down by the Warriors. Good shots, but contested shots nonetheless.
Yeah, and Royer almost got herself in trouble, but able to stay away from it.
Embretson beats the pressure, gets it over to Royer. Wide open. Warriors able to go by the full court press and score a basket in transition. Hanging in here, down by 6. And again, Ava Hofer left to take it out of bounds, and there's a 5-second violation of the Vikings. Ava Hofer hung out to dry as she took that ball out of bounds. Everybody else went down into the offensive end.
And that's some youth there, the freshman. She's going to handle the ball, but she took it out, and nobody stuck around. The person who takes the ball out was halfway down the court already, not able to get back quick enough.
Inbounds to Armstrong. Armstrong back over right side to Embretson. Right wing now to Scharf. Left side to Erickson. Open a step behind the arc for 3. Short off the side of the rim. Rebound kicks near the corner, and it's picked up there by Ava Hofer. She'll clear and bring it into the offensive end. Vikings lead by 6. Warriors a mini run here of 5. Eccleston has it left side, takes a 22-footer left side, banks it well long. Rebound deflected into the hands of Kirby, who put it on the floor, taken away by Embretson. Embretson ahead to Royer. Royer drives in, left-handed layup, up and in. And just like that, the Warriors right back into things and down by 4.
Yeah, they're doing it with the defense as well, getting the defensive stop, and that's able to fuel the run out, and they've got a couple of easy buckets here.
And now a timeout taken by Edco. 2:11 left in the third. 30-26, the Edco lead trimmed to 4. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, CJ Moyna & Sons, TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by Furniture Showcase in Olwine.
Edco uses their second timeout. We've had 3 timeouts taken in this third quarter. Central has used 2. Edco's used 1. Both teams in good shape, though. Edco has 3 timeouts. Central has 2. 2:11 left here in the third quarter. And the Vikings here giving up some transition baskets.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get back. And it's funny because when they can set up in that full court press, they've been doing a nice job of dropping back. But lately, they just haven't gotten back on rebounds and gotten a couple easy buckets for the Warriors.
McKenna Hofer takes it out of bounds in front of the Edco bench on the far side. Inbounds to Ava Hofer. Back to, again, Boriski. Goes underneath. That's McKenna Hofer from the left block. The shot, it is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And a 3-point opportunity as McKenna Hofer went to the block that time.
Yeah, just found herself wide open underneath and a late rotation there by Singleton and came through hit her on the arm and the basket goes through, she's going to get a bonus free throw here.
Singleton and Standard, by the way, came into the game for the Warriors during that break. And Erickson checked out, but she's quickly back in there for Standard. So some instruction there, but Royer back to the bench with those 4 fouls. McKenna Hofer to the free throw line here, trying to put the Vikings back up by 7. Free throw being eyed there, floats it on up there. It is no good, off to the right. Singleton gets the rebound off the right side. Erickson brings it across the timeline, back in the offensive end for the Warriors, in the lane to Ebretson, loses the handle on the basketball, goes into the hands of the Vikings and Boriski. Boriski back offensively on top to Ava Hofer. They go back to their 1-4 set. Ava Hofer to the left elbow area, knocked away but picked up by Eckelsteeder. She drives baseline, bodied on the drive in on the floor. She ended up on the side of the backboard there, too far underneath to get off a good look at the basket, so the shot was errant. But there was a foul on the drive on the floor. She'll get 2 free throws anyway. That's the 5th committed on the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors committed those 2 fouls early and have quickly got themselves into the bonus here. So Edco's going to be shooting 2 for the last minute 43. And they haven't committed a foul. They've played really clean this basketball game.
Free throw off the back of the rim. It is no good. Warriors have not been in the double bonus all night long. So Eckelsteeder back to the free throw line, trying to extend this lead for Edco. It's been as big as 11. Free throw on its way there by Eckelsteeder. It popped in and out. It is no good. Embertson gets the rebound for the Warriors. So Edco comes up empty. Scharf across the timeline. For Central, left side to Erickson. The ball deflected, picked up by Kirby. They've got a fast break. Kirby, nice bounce feed to Boriski, who jump stops, takes up the shot, but too strong. It is no good. Singleton knocked it away off the right side, and it stays down here with the Vikings. That was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, that was certainly a missed opportunity. You got Boriski and Kirby leading the way 2-on-1 and not able to get that shot up clean.
Right side inbounds to Kirby, off the right blocked, but that shot too long. Boriski, the offensive rebound right there, read it well, and puts it up and in from the left side. They're back up by 8.
And here's that full court pressure once again.
Ava Hofer, good ball pressure as Erickson gets it across the timeline, stops the dribble. Somebody's got to come help her out, and Singleton finally does that at the elbow. Back left side to Scharf. Scharf back over on top to Erickson. 1 minute left here in our third quarter. Left side, Scharf, wide open. Left side, fires up the 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound kicks to Embretson. Right back over to Scharf. They maintain possession. Erickson drives in, pulls up, 10-foot shot just off the right side of the lane. Shot no good. She was actually in the lane. And the rebound deflected into the hands of Eckelsteeder. She was long on the bank.
Hey, you like to see the aggressiveness out of the Warriors, but came up empty once again.
And here's Kirby. Drives in right side, right-handed layup off the front of the rim. Had a nice drive, missed the shot. Scharf got the rebound. And back ahead, Embretson ahead of the pack. She drives in right side, takes an 8-foot shot, somehow banks it up and in outside the block. And it's 34-28. Vikings can work for 1 if they choose.
Yeah, Vikings, I think they're going to bring it in, look for a good open shot here, but they're going to be okay running the clock, maybe get a bucket here, put them up by 8.
Boriski at the elbow, hands it to Eckelsteeder, who drives baseline, back right side. Ava Hofer, right side for 3, popped in and out, no good. Boriski tips the rebound into the hands of Scharf. We're down to 8 seconds left in the quarter. Armstrong in the backcourt, reach-in foul committed by Boriski. 5.3 seconds to go, and the Warriors will still have to go the length of the court.
Yeah, Warriors going to have to try to get this up the court fast if they want to get a shot off here, and Vikings are going to stay in that full court pressure and make this difficult.
Whitman into the game for the Vikings. Checking out for them is going to be Eckelsteeder. And it is Erickson with the Vikings here on defense. Girl-to-girl defense. Embretson goes left side to Scharf. Scharf in the offensive end, drives in, pulls up, 15-footer on its way. Got it to go at the buzzer. And the Warriors, once down by 11, back within 4 at the end of 3. 34-30, Edco leads Central. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it's knocked over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electric shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at GuttenbergHospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at RivalsInc.com.
34-30 is our score. It is Edco leading Central. They led by 3 at the end of the half, and it's now a 4-point lead as they outscored Central 15-14 in that third quarter. Another score, it is Keyhigh well on their way, leading Clayton Ridge 58-18 at the end of 3. Warriors basketball to start this fourth quarter. It'll be Royer again with 4 fouls. Embretson, Scharf, Armstrong, and Erickson. For Edco, it's McKenna Hofer, Ava Hofer, Boriski, Kirby, and also out there Eckelsteeder. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
Yeah, the Warriors were 6 of 13, 2 of 6 behind the arc, no free throws. For the Vikings, they were 5 of 14, 4 of 7 from the free throw line.
High post area to Embretson, puts it on the floor in a reach-in foul committed by the Vikings as it was Eckelsteeder moving up to defend the post. The high post area, that is. So the Warriors were down by 11 at 30-19, took a timeout. They have regrouped, and this is where they wanted to be in the fourth quarter with a chance here.
Yeah, they need a bucket right here. I think this is an important possession.
Scharf on the inbounds, wide open, left corner for 3, popped in and out, no good. Rebound, Embretson, McKenna Hofer, they both come down with it. McKenna ends up on the floor, but it is a jump ball that will give it back to the Vikings. So just underway in our fourth quarter. Again, the winner of this ball game goes to East Buchanan on Tuesday night. An East Buchanan team ranked in the top 15 that has defeated Edco twice this season. Boriski in the backcourt, beats the pressure, drives in right side, swoops to the right side of the basket, lays it up and in. Nobody stopped the ball. 6-point lead for the Vikings.
Well, last line of defense was Katie Royer. She's out there with those 4 fouls, so she wasn't going to do it.
They throw it to center court in a reach-in foul by McKenna Hofert as she tried to jump the passing lane on a pass intended by Embretson. Two quick whistles on the Vikings here in the fourth.
That's not what they want. They've been playing so clean, and 2 whistles within the first 30 seconds. You don't want to put Central at the free throw line.
Scharf to Armstrong on the left wing. And again, brings it to the free throw line area. Left side, Royer, deep left corner. Another 3, short off the side of the rim. But the rebound into the hands of Scharf, who goes right back out on top. And McKenna Hofer bumps into Scharf to draw her 4th foul. And the 3rd foul on the Vikings in the first 47 seconds here in the 4th.
Yeah, that was just, carelessness there. McKenna Hofer making some contact, and you can see right away she's like, I didn't mean to do it, but she made that contact, and Scharf goes to the floor.
Kendall Whitman checks back in with Hofer out now with those 4 fouls. So the possession continues for the Warriors. Scharf back over right side, Armstrong. Armstrong thinks better of it as she looked to drive on Boriski to Erickson, and here's a reach-in foul by Ava Hofer. Are you kidding me? 4 whistles, and we haven't even played a minute here of the fourth quarter, and they've been fouls.
They have been fouls, and if you're Coach Wiley and the Warriors, you're loving this. Now you got to attack and try to get to the free throw line.
Erickson on the right wing, back out on top to Scharf, left side to Armstrong. Armstrong in the corner to Royer, drives baseline, wraparound pass to Scharf on the right wing, open, fires up the 3, that shot is long, then hits on the top of the backboard, then goes off the front of the rim, and the rebound cleared by the Vikings. It took a couple of high bounces, but they come up empty. Boriski in the lane to Kirby, and there's a foul from behind Blair Scharf, and that's the old rec league defense. You just reach over top on a pass intended for the post.
And I know they're trying to keep the ball from getting in the post, but if you're playing defensively behind them and just reaching across that shoulder, you're going to get that call 9 times out of 10.
3rd foul on Scharf, so she will stay in. Singleton comes into the ballgame, and actually Scharf will now check out. Scharf at first thought that Singleton was coming in for somebody else, and sure enough, she is.
She's coming in for Royer. She doesn't want to get that 4th or that 5th foul.
So Scharf stays on the court after almost making it all the way to the bench. Ava Hofer takes it out of bounds, left side of the basket. Gets it inbounds to Whitman. Whitman back out on top to Kirby. Kirby brings it right side, back over to Ava Hofer. 6.5 left here in the fourth. High post area now with Boriski at the right block. Puts it on the floor, double team, right side. Kirby open for 3. Short. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Whitman could not get to it as the ball goes back to Central. So 6:23 here to go in the fourth quarter. 36-30.
And we might have some blood here on Layla Embretson, so they're going to give her some time maybe to clean that up.
Well, we know how tough Embretson is because she's wearing that face mask after busting her nose. But this just looks like a little cut, and they'll be able to keep her in the ballgame. Just a quick tape job.
And I was going to say something. She has been like a blanket on Boriski. She's drawn the charge of trying to guard her in the post. She's been doing a nice job here this start of the fourth quarter.
So time taken for a moment. She can stay in the ballgame, and it was, on the right leg area?
Looks like on the right leg just below the knee.
Yeah, just a little gauze there, a little tape job, hardly noticeable. So we're back to action. Central down by 6. Left side to Armstrong. Armstrong, good step behind the arc, couple of steps on the left side, back out on top to Embretson. Right side to Scharf. Scharf covered to Embretson. Left side, Armstrong open, step behind the arc, left side for three. Shot is long. Boriski clears the board off the right side. And quickly back into the offensive end. Eckelceder catches, fires the three-pointer. It's off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. Kirby tipped the rebound to herself, hits the baseline 8-footer, gives a nice clap of the hands. The hustle rewarded. Vikings back up by 8.
Yeah, just a second chance opportunity there. A nice rebound again by the senior Ellie Kirby.
Scharf back over right side to Armstrong. Armstrong goes to Embretson along the right baseline area on top to Scharf. Back right side to Armstrong. The Warriors have been perimeter oriented. Armstrong pulls up, 10-footer, 12-footer in the right block, right wing area. Shot is well short though. Never got a chance to really square up. Kirby grabs another rebound. And Ava Hofer back into the offensive end. Whitman has it left side, feeds it back to Ava Hofer. Back over on top to Eckelceder. Eckelceder brings it right side, hands it on over to Kirby. Kirby another three right side of the rim. It is short. Embretson gets the rebound, and the Warriors allow just one and done. Now the 5-minute mark here in the fourth. Embretson beats pressure, pulls up, 15-footer on its way. That shot is long. Rebound kick to the right. And the ball goes into the hands of Whitman. Again, one and done for the Warriors.
Yeah, one and done is not what they need. They need defensive stops, and they need opportunities to score. And I think they need to attack the lane, try to get to the free throw line.
Whitman has it left side, now tries to go right side. The pass deflected by Scharf. Tough pass to make against that defense that the Warriors are running, but the ball goes out of bounds at the end of the Edco bench, at the front of the bench, rather. And the Vikings will take it out of bounds on their sideline. Into the game is number 14, Addie Smelter. A freshman makes her first appearance as Ava Hofer checks out. In the lane, Kirby wide open. That's just too easy. 8 feet away, facing the basket. So good in the lane area are Boriski and Kirby. It's a 10-point lead right now.
And they've pulled that full court off. They're just going to play good half-court defense.
Royer drives baseline, cut off, wraparound pass to Armstrong. She's open, right wing for three, short. And the rebound by Royer saves it right back to Armstrong. Erickson, left side to Embretson, who drives in, pulls up, little one-handed runner, 8 feet away on the left baseline. Shot is no good, and Boriski gets the rebound to the right. So the Warriors did get another shot opportunity, but they've cooled off considerably here in the fourth.
They have, and 10 points feels like a million right now because they're just struggling.
And here's Kirby wide open, 15-footer, short. Shot grazed the side of the rim. Armstrong got the rebound and is fouled, and the foul committed there by number 14 in Smelter. So actually, they're going to the other end here. I don't know why, but Central should be at the free throw line if that's the foul, right?
They should. If the foul's on Edco, this should be shooting 2 on the other end of the court.
By the way, Central has not scored in the first 4 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've been they've had opportunities. They've had a couple of shots, but not able to convert on anything yet. And officials talking this over. I don't know what they're discussing because if it's a foul, it's shooting.
So everybody was supposed to go this way, and it is a foul. And if the foul, it is on Edco, so we'll go to the free throw line, and it will be Armstrong for 2. So they were at least heading in the right direction, but there was some confusion on who was going to get the ball.
Yeah, that was strange, and I don't know if they thought maybe it was a player control, but it wasn't. It was just a regular run-of-the-mill foul, so we're shooting free throws.
Warriors looking for their first point of the quarter. Free throw on its way there, and it is short. So the drought continues. Edco's only scored 4 points in this quarter, but it's good enough for a 10-point lead right now.
Yeah, they've just kind of been extending that in this quarter, and first 4 minutes to extend it, I think, is a positive for Edco.
So the second free throw being eyed there by Armstrong, and it is good. So that puts Central on the board, and now the Warriors want a timeout. 4 minutes to go. It is Edco 40, Central 31. Let's take this break.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
The Brim Coffee House in Elkader is a proud sponsor of Central Elkader Sports. The Brim offers specialty coffees, a variety of baked goods and pastries, soups, salads, and sandwiches. Don't forget, we have the Brim apparel in store. Check out our Facebook page to see our weekly specials of soups and salads. The Brim Coffee House is located in downtown historic Elkader at 110 West Bridge Street, and watch for our new location in downtown McGregor.
Edco leads 40-31 here. 9-point lead, 4 minutes to go. Warriors down to one timeout here. Can they get hot offensively to climb that mountain?
Well, getting hot is one thing, but I think defensively they have to find an answer for this high post, low post that Edco's been running really, really well. And Kirby's been wide open, and Boriski's been able to get to the rack. You have to try to limit them without fouling them. You have to just try to be good defensively.
Now, Central's only committed 1 foul here, so this is their best played quarter as far as foul-wise. Edco committed 4 fouls in the first minute of the fourth quarter. Finally, they picked up the 5th moments ago. Meanwhile, inbounds, and now a timeout taken by Edco. All right, we played 1 second. 3 minutes, 59 seconds to go. We'll take this break. 40-31, Edco still leads.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Edco took a timeout, and you may ask, well, why? Central set up full court pressure.
Full court pressure, and I think they want to make sure everybody knows how we're going to try to attack that pressure.
All right, got a final score to pass along. Key High advances into round number 2, topping Clayton Ridge tonight by a final score of 58-30. So a quick timeout taken by Edco. Ava Hofer will check it inbounds underneath the basket for Central. And Edco comes out here, and now the 1-4 set they were running on the free throw line in the offensive end, they're doing the same thing in the backcourt to get the ball inbounds. Warriors drop off very quickly on that pressure. So back in the offensive end, McKenna Hofer, back over left side to Ecclesceder. So the fourth quarter here, past the halfway point. Vikings can certainly be patient here on offense. Got a 9-point lead. Eccleseder back over to Ava Hofer. Hofer, again, goes right side to McKenna Hofer. And now we've got a foul, and this is away from the ball, as Boriski may have been bodied as they look to really kind of double team at the high post area.
Yeah, and I think that was Emerson, I think, is who that's going to be against. She's had the task of trying to guard Boriski, and I'm thinking, okay, we probably need to get closer, but I think you'd want to get closer on fouls being aggressive for tips, not away from the ball.
Royer checks back in as Singleton checks out. Keep in mind, Royer has 4 fouls, but at this point of the ball game, they're going to take their chances. Eccleseder back over to Ava Hofer. Wide open, top of the key, fires up another 3, but it's off the back of the rim. Had another good look. Rebound pulled down by Armstrong. Armstrong stops the dribble in the backcourt and traveled with the basketball. She was going to push it ahead, but the Vikings, the Hofer girls, converged there, and they force a turnover.
Yeah, put a nice trap there to stop her progress and just shuffled her feet there and caused that travel. Vikings, they can be patient again on offense, run a long set and look for a good shot.
McKenna Hofer inbounds to, once again, Boriski on top to Ava Hofer. High post area with Kirby, right side McKenna Hofer. Left side now to Ava Hofer. Open on the wing, 17-footer, aired it long. Shot is no good. Long rebound, tracked down in the corner, but thrown away by Royer and intercepted by Kirby, who scores the layup. And the Vikings equal their biggest lead of the night here with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, this is a big, unsurmountable almost lead without something urgent happening here for the Warriors.
On top is Scharf. Left side to Erickson. Open, left wing for 3. Shot off the back of the rim. It is no good. Rebound cleared by Boriski. So the Vikings really leaning into their experienced players with Boriski and Kirby, and they're back up by 11 here.
Yeah, they just kind of took it upon themselves. Boriski owned the second quarter, and Kirby kind of owned the third quarter, and that's been the difference in this ballgame.
And here is Eccleseder on top. 2.5 left in the fourth. Eccleseder back over to Kirby, just off the top of the key. Kirby right side to, again, McKenna Hofer to Ava Hofer. Baseline to Boriski. Boriski covered, takes a contested 10-footer, line drive it short, but there's Kirby for the rebound. Put back, no good, stripped on the way up. And the foul by Armstrong. And Ellie Kirby, another possession kept alive. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, just has a nose for those offensive rebounds and find yourself in good shooting position. Went up strong with that, got fouled, so she's going to have to earn them, but she's a good free throw shooter.
So Kirby to the free throw line for 2 on the third Central foul. It is good, 43-31. And this game suddenly very familiar to the ball game they played back on December 16th.
Well, we talked about Central wanting to keep this, upper 30s, low 40s maybe. We're there, but they're on the wrong end of it.
Second free throw, it is good. It has been a different second half for Edco here. They now lead 44-31. They led 19-16 at the half. So Erickson back over right side to Scharf. Scharf to Erickson near the right corner. She'll bring it back out on top in the corner to Scharf. Scharf looking for Embretson, and a reach-in foul from behind by Eccleseder. And we were talking about rec league defense. That's it right there. Just reached in from behind, and that's an easy call.
Yeah, easy call, and Layla Emerson's going to go to the free throw line because the Vikings got themselves in poor position foul-wise early in this fourth quarter.
It was 34-30 at the end of 3. Central does not have a field goal here in the fourth. Free throw by Embretson. It is well short. Aired it out. She'll get another opportunity. So the Warriors, who needed to shoot much better in this ball game tonight, they've struggled from the field much of this season and hit some shots in the first half, but they have cooled off considerably here, especially in the fourth quarter, as Singleton comes in and Royer checks out.
Yeah, and Royer's out here. This is simply because of the 4 fouls on a rebound, but they're going to want to get her back in. She's able to shoot the 3.
Smelter, by the way, checked in for Ava Hofer. Meanwhile, second free throw by Embretson. A little more oomph on that one. Makes it. It is good. Eckelceder checked out as well as Whitman comes back into the ball game. Vikings lead by 12. Right side, McKenna Hofer in the offensive end. Back out on top to Smelter. Smelter, right side, McKenna Hofer. On the right wing, top of the key to Smelter. Smelter back right side to McKenna Hofer. Open, right side for 3, short. Rebound kicks to the left, and it's pulled down by Singleton. Ahead of the pack, they try to get it to Embretson, who catches it, drives in, and scores the right-handed layup. Well, the Warriors are basket in transition, down by 10 with 1:40 left in the fourth.
I'd say that's one thing they have done well tonight is when they've had transition, be able to score.
And here's a backdoor layup by McKenna Hofer. It is up, it is in. Foul, count the basket. Whitman had the ball on the left wing. Hofer cut to the basket. Central late to rotate defensively. Back to a 12-point lead.
Yeah, just a slow rotation on the backside of that defense, and McKenna Hofer went up strong with it, able to knock down the shot, getting the free throw. That might have sealed the deal right there.
In all likelihood, McKenna Hofer will try to finish off that 3-point play. Free throw on its way there, and it is no good. Rebound, though, into the hands of Ellie Kirby. It is a jump ball. Kirby along with Embretson, but the jump ball gives it to the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors are going to maintain possession here, but down by 12. This is a big road to get up here right now.
And a team, again, that only has 1 field goal now here in the fourth quarter. So a strong finish here for the Vikings. Blair Scharf, left side to Erickson. Briley Erickson, they'll probably be looking for 3s here and have to be quick with it. Royer in the lane to Embretson. She's open from the right block, leaves the shot off the back of the rim long, and the board cleared off the left there by Ellie Kirby. And back in the offensive end is Edco. Kirby along the baseline, gets it by Scharf. Her shot no good, gets her own rebound, put back up and in. You may have 2 girls with double-doubles tonight in Kirby and Boriski.
They have been a force inside, and Central has not had an answer for them.
And we're inside a minute left in the fourth. The Vikings on their way to East Buchanan on Tuesday night for the third matchup. In the lane, Embretson, right side, Scharf open, right wing for 3. Off the front of the rim, shot is no good. Rebound, and Embretson comes over the back there of Smelter and is called for the foul, trying to knock the ball away. That is the 4th whistle, I believe, or is that number 5 on Central?
I think that's the 5th, so we're going to walk the length of the court and go shoot some free throws.
So Edco to the free throw line for 2. East Buchanan, one of 4 teams in the Tri-Rivers West that are ranked. Edco has a 3-9 conference record, but we knew much better than what their record indicated.
Yeah, 11-10 overall, 3-9 in that tough division with, like you said, 4 ranked teams just above them.
So Smelter to the free throw line, trying to get her first points. It's off the back of the rim, bounces up high, goes through. She gets the hometown bounce. And Edco leads by 15. Both teams will go to the bench and bring in the subs. They'll call it a night. As Erickson, Royer, Scharf, Singleton, Embretson all check out. Gregerson back into the ball game. Number 11 in there as well. We mentioned Gregerson. Lila Burns, a 5'7 freshman, into the game. Number 15, Ella Frieden, a 5'7 freshman. Standard, who played earlier, back into the ball game. And number 14 is Raylyn Koner, a 5'2 sophomore. Smelter's second free throw. It is no good. She stepped over the line anyway, and the ball goes back to Central. For Edco into the game is number 44, Abigail Schilling, a 5'8 sophomore. Also in there is number 52, Caitlin Closer. She is a freshman. Number 54, Alyssa Meyer, a freshman, into the ball game. And we've got one more girl out there, and that is going to be number 44, and that is, well, I mentioned Abigail Schilling. Number 52, Caitlin Closer. Yeah, I think we had everybody there.
The other, we
number 32, there we go.
There you go.
Ella Batten, a freshman, into the ball game. Meanwhile, the ball deflected out of bounds. We finally got everybody who's in the game. 28 seconds left here in our ball game.
And I think we're going to have a timeout here. Central's going to call a full timeout.
Well, they want these kids to run something. Let's take this timeout. 28 seconds to go. Back with the final after this.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-5000. 4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Warriors want to run a play with this group, see if they can get somebody in the scoring column. 28 seconds to go. And inbounds, it will be Gregerson. Inbounds, wide open, right side. That is Frieden for three. Shot no good. And the rebound kicks over to Smeltzer. And they can pull things here for the final possession if they choose to do so. Smeltzer brings it on top. And they'll try to get Meyer involved. She gets in on the right block, drives in. Nice feed left side, up and in. Caitlin Closer into the scoring column. Nice set run by the Vikings. They win, leading now by 17.
Great interior pass, too.
Kohner open left side for three. It is short. It is no good, and the game comes to an end. So for Edco, a dominant fourth quarter. They win going away. They'll head to East Buchanan for round number 2 on Tuesday night as the Vikings pull past Central by a final score of 51-34. With the win, Edco 12-10, 4-9 in the conference. Central drops to 9-14 overall. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews. Your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right, 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg and Elkader. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Edgewood Farm and Home. A little bit of country stoves and fireplaces. Lloyd Kelchin Grain. Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi. Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont.
Edco on scores Central 17-4 in the final quarter. They win going away 51-34. We turn things over to Coach Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, and the two experienced players lead the Vikings.
Well, and it's impressive to look at this. I started noticing this. at the end, Addie Smeltzer hit a free throw and Caitlin Closure hit a field goal. The rest of the points were their top 3 scorers. Ellie Kirby, the senior, 20 points tonight. Lily Brisky, 18. McKenna Hofer, 10 points. And then Caitlin Closure with 2, Addie Smeltzer with 1. So that's their 51 points. They shot 35% tonight. 2 of 19 from behind the arc. That's only 11%, but 17 of 36 otherwise. That's 47%, and 11 of 18 from the free throw line. 61%, right about their average. 9 turnovers, so that was under their average tonight. They did a nice job taking care of the ball.
All right, let's go to the totals now for Central.
Central is led by Layla Emberson. She ends up with 11 points. Katie Royer with 9. Blair Scharf with 7. Riley Erickson was 6, and Oakley Armstrong with that 1 free throw at the end. So that's their 34 points. They shot 28% tonight, 4 of 24 behind the arc. That's 17%. 9 of 23 inside. That's only 39%. And 4 of 8 from the free throw line, 50%. Didn't take advantage there of their opportunity in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, as they got to Edco, put them into the bonus, had 4 fouls in the first minute, but just did not pick up the 5th till the 4-minute mark. We knew the Warriors would be perimeter-oriented, especially with Edco and the advantage they had on the inside. But it's a team that doesn't shoot a great percentage from the three-point line anyway, but they figure, again, we had some good looks. We hit a few of those. We've got a chance. And it's a team that they shot 25% from the three-point line this season, so you understand why they shot the 3.
Well, yeah, and you look at that and go, okay, if you hit some of those, but then you look at the 19 turnovers and you go, how many opportunities did you not even have a chance to score? Because those weren't turnovers, they were turnovers without a shot at all. So kind of shot themselves in the foot there and kind of got behind in that third quarter.
All right, we'll take a break. When we return, we'll be joined by Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz when our postgame show continues after this.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated Neat, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. Neat also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. Neat, connecting you now.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Woods Edge Golf Course, Shimley, Real Moments on Real Wood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Johnson's Restaurant and Reception Hall, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, and by Bacon Concrete in Postville.
Once again, welcome to Edgewood. It is Edco victorious, 51-34. Edco victorious over Central. We're joined by Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz. Coach, first off here in this ball game, Central comes out with a triangle in 2. Let's talk about early in this ball game finding your footing offensively.
Yeah, no, exactly. I wasn't sure exactly what to expect out of Coach Wiley there. You never know for sure if he's going to stick to what he normally does or if he was going to try to change things up. And obviously he changed things up to us, and it took us a little bit to get settled in and what we needed to run, and we tried a few different things and tried to get the girls comfortable at running something here, and it just took till that second half.
All right, let's talk about that switch. Went to a 1-4 set.
Yeah, no, exactly. We kind of go for a 4-high set there. If we get it to our post, we're sinking our guards to the corner, and then we're dropping the opposite post, and then, that way that girl can take a one-on-one. If they had the double team on Lily, that left Ellie on a one-on-one on the dive to get her in a good scoring position.
And again, you leaned on your top scorers, and Lily Buriski has 18 points, 14 of them in the first half. Then in the second half, Kirby ends up with 18 points in the second half, 20 for the ball game. And again, a lot of success with your 2 leaders.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, in that they were going to guard Rachel from the outside, take away the 3-point shot, and then they could only take away one of our posts. So that's exactly right why that 4-high or 4-across set worked. If we could get it to Lily, the double team stayed with her, and that just opened up Ellie, and Ellie did a nice job stepping up in that second half.
What's been so good for you guys is having that third score in double figures, and tonight it was McKenna Hofer with 10.
Yeah, no, exactly. She's been coming on as the season has gone along, and we need her to come along. the two main scorers have been there, and Rachel has really stepped up and come along since Christmas break, and the last one I needed to come along is McKenna, so that was good to see because we're going to need her against East Buchanan.
All right, so it seems like the pressure in the second half really caused the difference as you kind of wore them down, outscoring them 17-4 in the final quarter.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think we wanted to press that a little bit just to wear them down a little bit in that third quarter, just to kind of take the gas out of them a little bit. They were in foul trouble that first half, and then, like I said, that also helped in that third quarter to get them into more foul trouble. And then, yeah, we just wore them down, and we were able to execute in the end.
All right, East Buchanan Tuesday night. I know you know a lot about them.
Yep, no, exactly. We know a lot about them. We've seen them twice this year. We competed with them every game this year. It's always a battle. We see them every year in tournament play as well. So, I mean, we know what we're going to expect. I expect the same triangle against on Tuesday. So in a way, like I told the girls in the locker room tonight, that's good that we saw that tonight. It's going to make us even more comfortable when we see it on Tuesday because I expect the same thing.
All right, Coach, we'll talk to you before Tuesday night's ball game. Good luck to you guys.
All right, yep, thanks, Dan.
Again, Edco basketball coach Steve Putz on his Viking program, victorious tonight 51-34. Quick break. We'll be joined by Central basketball coach Mark Wiley when our postgame show continues after this.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
T&T Power Sports in Elkader has another exciting promotion for the month of February. Test drive a new Can-Am or pre-owned unit and receive a $5 coupon to use at Johnson's Restaurant in Elkader. In need of service work for your UTV or ATV? T&T Power Sports is offering free pickup and delivery within 50 miles for the month of February. For reliable and timely service, contact T&T Power Sports in Elkader at 563-245-1100 to schedule your appointment today.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Finley's Irish Pub, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point, Bloom's Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, and Carr Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com.
Welcome back to Edco. Post-game continues. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach came out here defensively, had a good game plan, a triangle and two to start.
Yeah, actually we were trying to, prevent the ball into the high post, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that. They worked so well. Bariski and Kirby worked so well together. So, sometimes we got sealed and they threw it over top. But, overall, again, like I told the girls, I said, don't fault your effort. You guys did an awesome job of playing defense. So.
Well, the big thing is, hanging around in this ball game, Scharf hits the shot to close the third quarter.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's a 4-point ball game.
That was a huge shot. That was a great job by Layla coming to the basketball. Caught Blair on the on the release, which was awesome. It's just playing basketball, and that was what those two kids did there. That was a very good job, and we had a little momentum going into the fourth, but then we couldn't find our offense.
Yeah, outscored 17-4 in the final quarter there. This is a team that, again, shooting percentage-wise, not afraid to shoot threes, and that's kind of the difference in this ball game tonight. 4 of 24 from the three-point line.
Yeah, it's got to get better. I mean, in the offseason, we got to do a lot more of that. And, I didn't feel like we took a bunch of threes that were bad shots. Again, trying to find Layla on the block is difficult against the 1-3-1. We did a little bit there late in the game. But, again, I can't say, well, that was a bad shot that we took. It's just that we just got to find ways to make more of them fall.
Yeah, Layla had 11 points for you. Layla Embertson, Katie Royer battled foul trouble, but she had 9 for you.
Yeah, just frustrating with the foul trouble situation. So, we got 5 fouls there in the third quarter rather quickly, and, it's what it is. Some nights you have it that way. So,
all right, obviously, normally we talk about your seniors at the end of the season, but you guys don't have that problem.
First year in 18 years, Dan. This is my 18th year coaching, and the first year I've never had a senior. So, there is something about senior leadership. We got these 3 juniors coming back. Hopefully they can, pick up the pace here a little bit. It was a tough season, just all around. I felt like it was, we did some good things, but at the same time, we want that senior leadership, so it'll be good to hopefully have 3 seniors next year, and build from this. Have those freshmen come in and help us out. They've got a year under their belt now.
Yeah, and absolutely, I think you realize that this is a team that can continue to move forward. Took some good direction this year, being so young.
Yeah, we were the youngest team. I did some little statistic stuff. We were the youngest team by over half a year compared to anybody else in the conference. So, that being said, we got to work. It doesn't just happen because we get older. So, it takes time and takes effort in the gym.
All right, Coach. We look forward to catching up in the next season. Good luck to you guys.
All right, thank you, Dan. Thanks for the coverage.
You betcha. Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team, they drop a 51-34 decision. Quick break. When we return, we'll wrap things up from Edco. Vikings into round number 2. We'll talk more about that when our postgame continues.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Warrior Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point, CJ Moyna & Sons, TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by Furniture Showcase in Olwine.
Welcome back to Edco. Start to wrap up our post-game show here tonight on KCTN FM 100. Again, Keyhigh beating Clayton Ridge tonight by a final score of 58-30. That also in Class 1A tonight. Edco advancing, winning our ball game by a final score of 51-34. We're joined once again by their head coach, or by our own coach, and Aaron Hammond here, an Edco head baseball coach. Again, for Edco, strong finish to this ball game, 17-4 final quarter.
Yeah, made some adjustments, and Brisky had a great second quarter. Kirby had a wonderful third quarter, and Central just didn't have an answer for them. Thought maybe they'd have a chance there. They got Edco into that 5th foul early in the 4th quarter. Didn't really take advantage, and Edco just continued to pull away, hitting shots, and that inside-outside post play has been amazing for them.
All right, for Central, now the question is, can this young team take a step forward? They finished 7-9 in the Upper Iowa Conference, 9 wins overall. Not bad for the youth that they had.
Well, yeah, Coach Wiley talked about there's not a senior on this team, so they got everybody back. They got to put in the work in the offseason, and you heard him talk about, sometimes that youth comes off the bench, not really sure what to do, not confident in what they're doing out there, so they got to work on some of those things, but I expect them, they'll be in the mix. They'll be in the middle of the pack, try to push to the top there, but they need to continue to improve.
All right, so for Edco, on to East Buchanan. Third time is the charm is what the Vikings are hoping. They've had 2 really good ball games. Now Edco ended up dropping those decisions. East Buchanan won solidly, but we expect a really good ball game at EB on Tuesday night.
Well, EB is going to have some kind of game plan for Brisky and for Kirby, but I think Edco needs to go in there with confidence. You saw the younger Hofer girl didn't shoot real well tonight. She just needs to shoot that with confidence. All it takes is making 1 or 2, and all of a sudden they have to respect that. Plate defense, I think they need to, be able to handle the pressure that East Buchanan is going to put out there. It's a winnable ball game, but they can't go in timid.
All right, so we're off tomorrow night. We're going to spend Valentine's Day with the one we love.
That's right.
And we were hoping it was basketball, but that's not the case. The Clayton Ridge West Central ball game scheduled for tomorrow night has been postponed. They'll play that Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Our next broadcast will be Saturday night. We'll bring you the North Fayette Valley West Delaware ball game in Manchester. Chalk Talk at 6:30, game time 7 o'clock right here on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. Monday night we'll be at Maquoketa Valley, Edco Mac Valley. Again, the Chalk Talk at 6:30, game time 7 o'clock. We'll also video stream that ball game at, once again, KCTN.com. Catch all the action on KCTN FM 100. Then Tuesday night with the Edco girls again at East Buchanan, game time 7 o'clock. Chalk Talk begins each night at 6:30. Again, we'll have that game on KCTN FM 100 and live video on KCTN.com. So we'll be with you Saturday night for more basketball.
Yeah, more basketball. We got a night off tomorrow night. Everybody travel safe with the weather, but we'll see you again Saturday night in West Union or in Manchester.
So Edco victorious tonight over Central, 51-34. For Coach Aaron Hamann, I'm Dan Bears. My thanks to Amanda Neary, not only running our camera tonight, but also recording the camera for the coaches as well, running 2 cameras tonight. And also to Ty Keenan for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.